Welcome to Daily Conversation. This is Mr. K.
This is Eric.
Yeah, today is the 6th of September 2021, and the time now is 6:18 a.m. Well, today is a video review, and our topic is about self-actualization. Right, so before we get started, please click the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, so here we go. All right, so firstly, self-actualizations and the Maslow hierarchy of needs is not a new thing to us. And yeah, but to me, self-actualization is still very complicated. Yeah, and I hope after today's discussion, we will have a more uh, deep understanding on this topic. And then, yeah, actually, for the video, I still think it is kind of not easy to fully understand. And yeah, so I try giving a summary for the video and then some of my thinking. So firstly, the hierarchies of needs uh, is the things we need to carry out today because we want to talk about self-actualizations. And self-actualizations is the top of the pyramid. That's the top. And then it is supported by many other needs. For example, basic needs, yeah, which is some food or a place to live, and safety, self-esteem. Those are different needs below the self-actualization.
Mhm.
And then yeah, so in today's life, we can say that uh, beside the wealth and beside something like the popularity uh, or something like being famous, we have something more meaningful, life mission. And then this is called the inner deep in the video. And then we try to pursue this inner deep. And people who have achieved self-actualizations, yeah, one of the benefit is that is that they can appreciate things again and again. And even though these things are very a basic one and maybe may seems boring to others. Yep, and then also come up with a term which is called peak experience. And the yeah, there is a voice here.
Hmm? What?
I don't know whether it's from you or there is a voice which is quite loud.
I couldn't hear.
Okay, wait a minute. I unplug my earphones and try to see. So wait a minute. Okay. Yeah, I think the voice is too loud. Can you try to plug in your
Hello?
earphone?
Yeah, I tried already. Is it okay?
Still the same. I don't know. Is my
Wait
problem?
a minute. Wait a minute.
Okay. Yep. It seems okay now.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Now clear. Okay. Yep. So just now we talked about peak experience. Yeah, peak experience is the things that we achieve after we get is the things that we can get after we achieve self-actualization. And then um Yeah, and then it's about how to theoretically how can we achieve self-actualizations. And the first is that we cultivate skills and strive to realize our potential. Yep, and then the second one is uh, in order to achieve self-actualize, and then um, we must be free from uh, the constricting needs for social, and then we will be more independent, and we won't care the other's opinion. And this is similar to the terms we use, which is the self-esteem, which is the un unconditioned unconditional self-esteem, if I didn't get it wrong. Yeah, something I think is similar to this. And then after achieving it, something like honors, status, rewards, popularity, prestige, and even love will have become less important than self-development and inner growth. Yep. And then yeah, so these two seems to be something like the theory in order to achieve self-actualization. And then in the video also the speakers say if this is the theory, so why still so many people couldn't achieve it, couldn't achieve self-actualization? And then it comes up with something called the dark forces and the growth forces. And it says that Maslow think these two forces, even though one is dark, one is growth, uh, they, uh, they can actually be uh, can have the same effect um, uh, in a particular way. And then we think that we need the growth forces, which is the desire to achieve the things we want to achieve, to pursue the inner growth. And then many of the times, because of this reason, we tend to fall into something called uh, maybe is the comfortable zone. We like to do something we like, which is actually something easier. We choose the easier path. And then uh, by doing so, after some times, we will feel some, uh, we will get some negative or bad consequence, which is something like maybe we feel torture, we feel uh, uh, we feel yeah, because we are not working hard enough, and then we feel like uh, we feel bad, and then maybe we regret, and then yeah, this kind of bad feelings, bad consequences, um, in uh, in Maslow thinking, he thinks this may not be something absolutely bad because they can be the force to alert, to make us feel that we need a change. And then yeah, uh, at that time maybe we will make a change. So so I'm not sure whether this is something referred to the dark forces. Yeah, which is the bad consequences is the dark forces, and it will push us back to the growth forces. And then at the end, maybe yes, maybe no, we successfully achieve self-actualization. Yep. So yeah, these are my summary, and I think yeah, it was still complicated to me, and I didn't fully understand. Yeah. So what is your thoughts?
So this is
Yeah, Eric, can you speak louder?
Now it's okay.
Yeah,
Hello.
maybe
Hello.
still closer to the mic a little.
Uh, already touched my
Oh,
lips.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, then it's okay.
This is all about the know why, but how about the know how to be, how to pursue the self-actualize, how to
Mm.
become a self-actualizer, and how to become the person you potentially can be. Yeah. So do you have any idea?
Um, about the how. Uh, if you ask me, I think right now I only um think that maybe okay, self-esteem is something we discuss. So this is something one of the element we need to be aware of in the way of achieving self-actualization.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah.
But after you get that level,
Mm.
how do you pursue the self actualization?
And then something from the last before end of my point, which is sometimes we want to do the things we desire to do, and we need to be aware of the comfortable zone, and we need to um, uh, kind of realize our potential instead of staying in the comfortable zone. And maybe for here is taking action, as we said before, not taking action, taking challenges.
Mm. So what kind of challenges you want to take? Maybe on your career?
Yeah, I think it's career, and yeah, to me, I think mostly it's career.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm. Could it become something like the red race? You you keep you keep pursue the success in career, but actually end up yeah, because one of the thing is you there is something that you really like, there's something that you really want.
Mm.
But what if career is not that, is not the, it's not your taste?
Mm. Yeah, yeah. At that time, maybe yeah, it doesn't necessary to be career. I think yeah, I need to change this mind.
Mm.
Yeah, it can be other things. For example, a person maybe um he want to help other people. Maybe he has uh the ambition maybe to do something to contribute something to the society, and that is also a challenge. He can set the goal and then achieve it, achieve what he want to achieve.
Mm. So is those things need to do it outside of self? So we need to do something to affect the, to affect the person around us, maybe contribute to society, maybe uh, put in more efforts in our relationship, maybe pursue the career. Can it just be, can it um, just just about the inner? For
Yeah.
example, uh,
The peace of mind.
maybe it could be, maybe you want maybe you want to maybe you like to do meditations,
Mm.
so you want to spend a lot of time on doing meditation,
Mm.
and you like to keep doing. Mm. Or maybe reading book. Yeah,
Mm.
you like reading, so
Yeah.
you just want to read. Yeah, you just want to spend most of your time reading on book. Yeah, on
Mm.
reading book. Yeah, and could it become a self actualizer?
I think yes, and also if we say from outside, like we say maybe if somebody's ambition is to help people in the society, I think for that things the underlying motives is also coming from inside, right? Yeah, so it's all about insight, it seems like. And then maybe the things that we do can affect our insights.
Yeah. Yeah. Another question. One of my thought is also is it relate to the peak experience? Yeah, because in that video, and Maslow also say that self-actualizer are more will be easier to experience the the experience, and they are able to experience the peak experience. Actually, this peak experience also known as the flow. Yeah, self-actualizer are more easier, and also they can experience the flow for longer periods. Yeah, compared to non-self-actualizer. And about the flow, and also about the experience, and it could be anything. It could be come from anything. It could be come from maybe cleaning your house. It also could be come from playing with your kids. It also could be come from like uh, talking, sharing. Yeah, it could be anything. Reading book, meditation. It could be anything. So it let me have a thought, which is the self-actualizer actually is those person pursue the inner growth. To they, they don't spend a lot of time focus about the outer. They don't spend like pursue the status. They don't pursue like the wealth. Yeah, so they focus about their inner. So then it leads to another question. So what is the potential? Yeah, what is the potential that a person could be? So is it hard to determine? Is it hard to quantify? Yeah. So if this is the
Do you
case,
mean the identification of our potential is kind of difficult?
yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Uh, mm, yeah. It's also in only hard to identify, it also hard to quantify, because you can good at many things, but what is the thing you want? Maybe you can do everything. Yeah, you can do all the thing you want to pursue. Yeah, they also could be. They also could be uh, fit into term, which is become the person that you can be.
Yeah.
So, mm, and I prefer the later. I prefer the later one, which is uh, it, in not only just one thing. It could be many things. Yeah, you just like balance your life, balance your inner growth. So you not just focus on one aspect. And for example, you just focus about uh, let's say let's say you keep doing meditation and you like doing that, and but you have ignored your family.
Yep.
So this is also another problem. Yeah, even though you say I'm independent, so I don't care. I My emotions fluctuations will be very very low when we have a, a quarrel.
Um,
So
yeah.
what?
But for this, I think maybe this can be something like it differ from people to people, because also mentioned in the video something like when we achieve self-actualization, and then many things, even love, can become secondary. It is not that important anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for some people, maybe they still need the life as usual people. Maybe they like dealing with family, spending time with them, having a job which is they have the passion in it.
Yeah, but what is a person you potentially could be?
Yeah, this is a difficult point, right?
Yeah, so this is a difficult point because it have a lot of conflicts.
Mm.
Uh, because let's say you say, yeah, I potentially can earn 1 million. This is also true. But this is about the outer. And
Mm.
you say I potentially can grow my child to become an indie person, an independent person. Yeah, so I can grow my child to become a, a, a good guy, a good man, and he or she can fit themselves uh, when they become adults. Yeah, this also could be one of potential. And you say
Yeah.
you like to read book, and how to how to how to measure the potential
Yeah.
in reading book. Know a lot of knowledge, but you just know you couldn't apply, and you didn't try to apply.
Mm.
You didn't change anything, and you don't even make a sharing. And how about
Yeah.
meditation? How do you measure the progress? Yeah, and how do you justify whether it is the potential or not?
Mm.
So it's not only about the identification, it's also about the measurement. What you
Yeah.
cannot measure, you cannot manage.
Mm.
And then if this is the case, so uh, what is the problem? What is the key difficult point in pursuing self-actualization, or I should say the difficult point to make all these arguments, to make all these uh, theory, to make the theory become like could be standalone. It seems like uh, there's a lot of conflict inside. Mm,
Yes.
yeah. Mm. So okay, and in the video, the YouTuber mentioned about the dark force. Yeah,
Mm.
and Maslow have a quote which is a dark force as normal as growth force, and this
Mm.
is something like Maslow want to let us know dark force is not always bad. Yeah, even though it is dark force, because it can alert us, just like you said. Yeah, it can give us the awareness that we need to change. Yeah, we need to make a change, and so that uh, we can realize something when went wrong, and rethink what we really want to do in our life. Mm.
Mm.
And there's also there's also another quote which is what human beings can be, they must be. Yeah. So this quote is to me is very difficult to fully understand. Yeah. Yeah, of course. There are many quotes I couldn't fully understand.
Yeah, me
Mm.
too.
Yeah. So about this, what human beings can be, they must be. So what is a human being? What human can do? So they must be able to do. Yeah.
Hmm. I think it refers to the the potential, but identifying it is difficult.
Mm. Yeah. And yeah, recently I actually read a book, and is the book name is uh, early financial independence, something like that.
Mm.
if I'm not wrong, is early financial independent extreme. Yeah. So and in the book it mentioned some point. I think this is could be related to the self-actualization.
Okay.
And this is the one of point is, if you work very, very hard, yeah, you pursue the success in career so that you can earn a lot of money to feed your family, and but you need to rely on the market. You need to fully, I mean here is fully rely on the free market. So you couldn't produce the water, you couldn't produce the electricity by your own. So
Yeah.
you have to buy it from other people, from the company, and you rent a house, or you buy a house from from other company. And
Yeah.
about the food, you don't know how to cook, so you have to eat outside. Or maybe you know how to cook, but you need to buy ingredient. You need to buy
The meat, the vegetables, right?
yeah,
All
the
that.
grocery. And also, let's say you want to renovate your house, but you don't know how to do. For example, you want to paint, the wall, but you don't know how to do. So you need to hire a person to help you do that.
Yeah.
And when you let's say when you need to install your internet, yeah, uh, because you need to use the internet, so and you don't know how to set up, and you don't know how to do it in a way that you don't need to pay to the company, but you still can access the internet. Yeah, of course, this is very difficult for most of people. I just give an example. So you need to buy the service from the internet company,
Yeah.
from the telecommunication company. For example, if you want to, you need a table, you need a chair, so you buy from other shop, you buy from other company, and you, because you couldn't figure out how to build a table, how to build a chair, and also, for example, the refrigerator,
Yeah.
you need to buy from the company. Yeah, of course you couldn't build it,
Yeah.
but also you couldn't figure out how to save the food without putting into the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't figure out it. And how about the washing machine? Yeah, you need to buy the washing machine from the company. And of course, most of people don't know how to make it. But can you, can you wash the clothes by using your own hand, or maybe create a method, create a system to wash it very more efficiently? So you can no longer so you don't need to buy the washing machine. Yeah, and this is a bit extreme. This is an extreme example. And also, how about a the dishwasher? Yeah, and in Asian country, most of the family don't have the dishwasher.
Yeah.
But in Western country, a lot of family have the dishwasher. And also, how about the toaster? What is it called? Uh, 烤面包机. Is it called toaster?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, it's right. Yeah, the toaster. Yeah, of course, in Asian country, most of our family don't have the toaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in Western country, uh, uh, they do have that. And how about the bread? Yeah, for example, you want to eat bread,
Yeah.
you want to eat some noodles, and could you do it? Could you just buy the flour and make it by your own, or you need to buy buy the finished product, buy the bread, and buy the noodles from the supermarket. So you see, if we too dependent to the free market, it's not always a good thing. Yeah, of course, we need to. Free market is good for us. Yeah, we can rely on free market for some of things. But if we too rely on the free market, it seems not it seems it's not a good idea. It's not a brilliant idea. Yeah, because if something went wrong, for example, if we lose our job, yeah, and then we just know how to do. We just know how to do in our career. We just know the know-how in our career, and we couldn't solve the problem. We couldn't solve the problem in our real life when we don't have income. We just use the money to solve our life problem. But we don't really have the life basic skill. Those skill required to survive is not earning money. Yeah, earning money is not the skill that allow you to survive. It's not that. So the author suggests us to learn something, to learn some of these things by our own, and then we can DIY. So we don't need to fully rely on the free market. Of course, we can do something like the cost and benefit analysis to determine what type of task I want to do it by our own. We want to do it by our own. What type of task we can outsource to the free market. So by doing that, you can cut your expenses at a very minimum level. So you are more easier, and you can retire earlier. So the idea that rely on ourselves and not rely on the free market. And also another example is, for example, like the air conditioner. Or maybe the fans. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the life we don't have the air conditioner? Can you imagine the life we don't have fans? And but how about when you feel hot, when you feel warm? And what can you do? So all those things is also another skill. The skill that how to deal with that. So so link to the self-actualization topic, what human beings can be, they must be. So human being is not just earning money. It's not just earn money and then spend the money and then rely on the free market, rely on other people help you solve your life problem. Help to keep your survival. And what if we have the skill, we have the ability to feed ourselves? We don't need to rely on other people. Could we become a self-actualizer from in some aspect? So because this is also the one of the potential of human, and most of people already lose the potential in the modern world.
Yes. And I have some questions about the points that you said, and which is coming from the book, which is a book related to finance, right? And the point you say is, I think, is quite surprising to me, because if you say something like financial independent, and most people will think that it's all about money. It's all about how much money we earn, or the passive income we can create, uh, the save enough savings, something like that, so that we can be financially independent.
Mm.
And at the point that you say something we can try not relying on the market. So at that point, uh, does money still is the first and foremost things to consider? For example, if you can learn uh, how to fix some leakings in your toilet,
Mm.
and then but if you found that if you want to learn it, and then you need some time, and then also if you want to fix it by your own, maybe it also take a longer time than asking some other else to help you to do. uh, so I just want to know what is the point here.
Yeah.
Is it something to achieve uh, outside the financial perspective, something like the happiness, or what?
Mm.
Yeah, because I think these things shouldn't be covered in a finance book, right? But
Yeah.
it do comes out. So I
Mm.
mean, I think it could be something they want to convey, right?
Yeah. Okay. I understand your point.
Mm,
The point is, just now you say we don't have time because we need to work, we need to earn
mm,
money.
yeah.
So we use the money that we earn and then pay to the plumber, pay to the fixer, a
Mm,
fixer of the toilet. Yeah, pay to the worker to ask them comes to our house and then fix our toilet, fix our
yeah.
leaking toilets, or fix our uh, a roof. Yeah, the roof, or anything.
Mm, mm,
Yeah, or we buy electrical uh science, and then we need to work and we don't have time to enjoy it, and then we buy it and we don't have much time to enjoy it, and but we still buy it, and after sometimes maybe the thing become broken, and
mm,
then we don't know how to repair,
yeah.
and we ask other people help us to repair, and of course we pay the money, or maybe we buy a new one.
Mm,
And what's the money come from? It's come from our manpower. It's come from the income. It's come from our income.
yeah.
So uh, if you try to look in your life where your income goes to, I mean, what is your spending? Is that spending really can be cut if you have enough time? If you have if you don't have to work 8 hours, 10 hours per day,
Mm,
yeah, and you have the time to learn by your own, and can the expenses be cut? Yeah, so this is the key,
mm,
because you um you spend most of your time at working, and then you earn the money, and then after you earn the money, you pay to other people to help you fix the problem in your life. Yeah, what if you don't need to work 8 hours per day, and then you can learn all the things? Of course, you are not expert, and you can make a lot of mistakes, but you have time, you can learn. Yeah, you can fix it by your own. Mm. And it's also a process of acquiring new skill. And at the end you have a lot of skill. You
mm,
don't need to rely on other people. Mm. And of course, you say, uh, how about the income? At that time, I definitely uh, will lose the ability of earning money, at least earning a lot of money.
mm,
Yeah. For example, other people can earn, let's say, 4,000, 5,000 per month. But how about you? Maybe you can earn 1,000, 2,000 only. Yeah. But what if your expenses already cut below that and much more than that? let's say your monthly expenses is only 500. Let's say, for example, it's only 500,
Yeah.
and you are able to earn 2,000. Yeah, you are able to earn 2,000. So you work 1 month, and then you can save 3 months expenses, because you need to spend 500 in that month. So 2,000 minus 500 equal 1,500, and if you divide that by 500 monthly expenses, so you work 1 month and you can cover 3 month expenses. The saving able to cover your 3 month expenses.
Yeah.
So what does it mean? So it means that in a year, how many months you need to work, or maybe in a day, how many hours you need to work, or in a week, how many days you need to work. So you can reduce the time you spend on working. Yeah, this is a point. And of course, if you want to be financially freedom, you need passive income. Yeah, of course you need passive income. But what if those people who have high expenses, who have high spending, they need more they need more passive income. And you can do a very simple calculation. Let's say you only you are only able to generate, let's say, 4% interest, 4% rate of returns. And how much money you need in order to cover 500 monthly expenses? You use 500 divided by 4%. And then you times
12,500.
Yeah, and then you times 12. You times 12, because you need to use the 500 times 12. This is the yearly expenses, which is 6,000, and then you divide it by 4%. So you need 150K. Yeah, you need only 150K. So you can be financially freedom if your money expenses is only 500. And then how about your monthly expenses is, let's say, is 1,000. So it's double. Yeah, this is an easy calculation. Yeah, so it's double from 150K to become 300K. Yeah, and how about it become 2,000? So it double again. How about from 2,000 become 4,000? It double again. And if you use 4,000, okay, let's say you use 4,000.
Yeah.
And how much you need? 1.2 million. Yeah, 1.2 million. And how about if you only need 2,000 monthly expenses? So it's 600K.
Yeah.
So the difference is 600K. And how much time you need in order to save? I mean, to save is not earn. It's save 600K.
Yeah.
You need a lot of time. So what's the most important thing in to become financially freedom? The first thing is your spending. How to cut your spending. And then the second thing is not the income. Definitely not the income, because when you want to free from working, and then you lose your income, you definitely lose your income. So income definitely is not the key point if you want to achieve financial freedom. The second thing is actually the initial capital you have. The more you have, so you more likely are able to use your passive income cover your spending. And only the third thing is income. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you can say it's saving. You can say it's saving. How you work for months, and how many months you can save in order to cover 1 month expenses, like our example just now. If your expense is only 500 and then you can earn 2,000, and you work 1 month, you can like save 3 months expenses.
Yeah.
So this is also important. Yeah, and the income is the least important things. Yeah. So yeah, so the financial independence here, the author want to highlight is actually financially independent is something like we want to get back the freedoms, we want to get back our times, and we can use our time to do our own things. Yeah. And one of those some of those things we should do is actually we should build the skill. We should build the skill that can support our living, so we don't need to fully rely on other people. And if really something goes really bad, for example, the economic crash, economic recessions, and we have the world war. Yeah. And how about at that time? And do you think that you'll be worse off than other people? No, you're better off than other people because you have the skill to support your own living. You don't need to rely on free market. And you say at that time, yeah, your salary will get cut. Of course, yeah, this of course. But how about other people? If you choose to become a salary man, so you spend most of your time earning salary and you don't have any other income source from become an employee, and then when you lose your job, you lose everything.
Yeah.
And for those people, because maybe they have a lot of expenses, or maybe they have a lot of financial burden, they need to pay the installment. So yeah, they still need a job. They're eager to find a job, and they may willing to work for a lower salary,
Yeah.
to work for some other job. Yeah, but can the salary, can the wages support him if the job, if it's sorry, I mean can low paying wages, can low paying salary support their living? Probably not.
Yep.
And yeah, so, and at that time maybe you couldn't find 2,000 work, but you can find, but I mean the resilience bands. Yeah, the resilience band, which is the person who earn 2,000 and spend 500 on monthly expenses. Yeah, and maybe at that time, this kind of people, they are not able to find 2,000 job also, but they can keep lowering down. They can find 1,500 job. They can find 1,000 salary per month job. Yeah, and of course, most of people don't want don't want to take the job. Yeah, don't want to take a job because they couldn't earn a living. They couldn't earn a living. So that means you won't face a lot of competitions. Yeah, and by doing that, you're still able to earn a living. Yeah, so this is the philosophy of that book.
Yeah. Yeah, now I got it.
Yeah. So go back to our topic. Yeah, if you say what human beings can be, they must be. I think this could be one of things. So that means you don't too rely on the free market. You don't too rely on the uh on the money, on your on the only source, on the only income source you have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it could be one of the things. And if you talk about the peak experience, and like just now I say, you can get peak experience from many things, from a lot of things. So this should be not a problem. Yeah, and if you are able to fit yourself, you don't need to rely on other people. Fully become a self-actualizer. Yeah, because you are no longer independent to other people. You don't need to care what people think of you. You don't care about the status. Yeah. Because maintain a high status, you need to spend more money. Yeah. And also you have a lot of time to pursue the thing you really want to do in your life. Maybe most of the thing is not your potential, and you're still looking, you're still trying, try and error to find uh to find uh the thing you're really good at, the thing you really want in your life. Just like is this the Goldilocks? Yeah, Goldilocks rules. You spend 80% of the time on doing current tasks, and you spend 20% of the time doing new tasks. So you still keep looking. You still keep looking other tasks. But is it better than those people who need to spend a lot of time on their work, yeah, on something that they don't like, and they only spend 20%, or maybe they only spend 10% of their time, on their effort, on their energy to buy something. Yeah, but because you don't need so much money to support your living, so you can adjust a percentage, maybe 40% on pursuing new thing. Yeah, 60% pursuing on the current task. Yeah, and also one another thing is like the self-esteem. Self-esteem is a process. There is no something called once you achieve and then your life will be set. It's no such thing. You still need to keep improving. Yeah. And I believe self-actualization is also similar to that. And this is something like, this is a process, and you enjoy the process in no longer the goal. Just like the basic needs, you really struggle if you if you couldn't eat, if you don't have a shelter. So this is a goal. You need to earn money. First, you need to find way to earn money, or you need to find way to support your living, to make yourself survive. Otherwise, you will die. Yeah, so yeah, of course, you still can enjoy the process, but it's much difficult to enjoy in that process. You just want to achieve the goal. And after that, how about the safety? Maybe yes, you also want to achieve the goal, because you less likely will enjoy the process of pursuing safety. You you feel dangerous. Uh, you, uh, you lose the mental space. You lose the mental freedom. You keep worrying if you don't have the safety. Yeah. If you are in a very dangerous country, you need to worry about the theft. You need to worry about theft. You need to worry about the robot. Yeah, you worry about a lot of things. Uh there's no joy. There's no enjoyment in that process. And how about social? Yeah, maybe yes. Maybe start from social. We start we start to uh we can enjoy the process more easily. We enjoy talking, we enjoy the relationship, we enjoy having conversation with our friends. Yeah, and it is no longer like the goal. For example, I want to make 500 friends. I want to make 10 friends in this month. I want to make 20 friends in this month. Yeah, most of people won't do that. Most of people will try to enjoy the process, try to enjoy socially, and not make it like a goal.
Yeah.
And self-esteem also in this case. And self-esteem, you couldn't treat it as a goal. If you treat it as a goal, you you couldn't improve. You couldn't improve your self-esteem because the ultimate self-esteem is the unconditional self-esteem, which is you don't care other people think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you and yeah. So you cannot focus on the goal. You need to focus on the process. And you need to cultivate in the process so we can become uh, less care other people thinks. Yeah. And can you imagine your goal is become the person who don't care other people opinions, and this is your goal. How to achieve that?
Yeah, it cannot be the goal. For example, let's say you want to improve yourself in the perspective of emotion. Let's say you say, I won't feel angry if something happen, if something bad happen, or some people make you angry, but you won't feel angry. And I believe that this can be an example that it couldn't be a goal, right?
Yeah. And if you try to do that, for example, other people score you, other people punch you, and you try to push the emotion down, and one day all the negative emotion will
Mm.
come back to you.
Yeah,
So it couldn't be a goal.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
You need to adapt it in the process. You need to try to enjoy in the process. And also the thing, you need to rethink what is the thing you really want to do in your life.
yeah,
So by doing the things, you don't care other people's opinions.
yeah,
Yeah. You do the thing because you want to pursue your inner growth. Yeah. So it no longer relates to other people. You
yeah,
become independent. Mm. It's, yeah. So self-actualization is also quite similar to that.
mm,
Mm. Mm. Yeah.
yeah,
So in my opinion, self-actualization is also and should also be a process that we are able to enjoy. Is not the goal. Just like the self-esteem, just like the social link.
mm,
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah. And we don't want to achieve the peak experience. We want to experience the peak experience. We
yeah,
enjoy the process. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm. Yeah. So that's all for my sharing.
Mm. And then I think for our last point, it is when I think it is that the Maslow hierarchy of needs still hold true. Uh, from the bottom, like we discussed just now, safety or some basic needs, something like food or place to live. Um, yeah, the bottom one seems to be more goal related, and starting from maybe middle or the higher pyramid, and then all those seems becomes process, right? Process related.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Yeah, right. So I have finished my talking.
Okay. So that's all for our today conversations. How do you feel? Did you enjoy the conversations? Please tell us what you think of our conversation. And we are not native speakers. If you found any vocabulary mistake we made, please also comment to let us know because we want to learn more and improve ourselves. Remember to subscribe to us. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.